Hi, everyone. Welcome to the We Do podcast, where we do the gaming news for you. Fubu is not here with us this episode. He wanted to tell you it was because May the 4th is coming and he was starting his Jedi training. But no, the real reason is the slap had more consequences to it. So
Price is dropping. Someone slapped me. Am I dreaming?
unfortunately couldn't be here for us this episode, but he will be back again. We promise you. But yeah, for Burly Man Gaming, what I have been playing, I've been playing a variety of stuff. Pragmata, I finished that.
Awesome.
So we will be having a review coming on that. Just I know other people are playing it, so kind of wait and finish. Let them other people finish it, so that way we have multiple people and get their thoughts. But I really enjoyed it. Damn, it overtook RE9 for Game of the Year for me. It
did it
just. Oh yeah, no, this game is so good. The innovation, the creativity with how they do stuff on it is just great. And then I said this last time, but I love it that if you die, death is not that much of a punishment. You get sent back, but if you're constantly exploring and picking up the upgrade cubes and other stuff, you're going back there and then you're like, okay, you know what? I got a bunch of stuff. Let's go do upgrades. So, okay, now I've upgraded my health, my damage, my hacking ability, and upgrading my weapons and the mods and stuff. Okay, now let's go back out there. Oh, now I'm making these evil machines. They're my bitch now.
Yeah,
because I've got you.
Nice.
You will feel when you get upgrades and you get the mods and stuff. You will feel the damage you're doing and all that. You will notice it and the other effects and stuff. And then, especially if you do the bingo cards, one of the bingo cards gives you an awesome mod that if you hit it when you're doing the hacking node, it gives you a percentage of health back. And you can get that a couple times. So that way, when you're in boss fights or bigger, tough enemies, you're healing. So I'm not using the recovery kits as much. Because I'm like, as I do the hacks, I'm doing this extra damage bonus, this extra damage. Let's do an extra little damage with this and gain, 25% of my health back. I know that's not the actual number, but it's just such a nice, cool feature. And like Capcom really went all out on this, and it's like I like this. I want to see what Capcom will do more with Pragmata, what they'll do next with it. Give them time, because you know what? This may have been in development for years and had some development hell and all that, but the core product came out well, and especially on that Switch 2. Like it amazes me. Game companies, look at me for just a second here. You're going to port your stuff to the Switch 2? Go call Capcom and have them consult.
Yeah.
Pay that consulting fee because they know how to use it and get the most out of it. Or maybe instead of using Unreal Engine, see if you can buy a license to the RE engine, because that engine is versatile and very, very well. The other game I've been playing a lot of is Vampire Crawlers. Oh, if you like Vampire Survivors, this game is addictive. Like, I've put about 7 hours. I got about half the achievements, which is like 80 achievements out of 161.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, the game is addictive. If you have that OCD of collecting achievements and stuff like this game, be fair warned, it's going to trigger stuff with that. It has in me. I'm not going to lie. But I've just had a lot of fun, and it's just like how they did transitioning Vampire Survivors into this whole card game mechanic, keeping the roguelite with it and keeping the things of really you have to think. It's not just, I'm just going to slap cards down. No, order of operations and the different characters you're picking, the different effects, and then like getting the gem slotted in the card. Because I had this one little card combination where I'd play this card, and it had dual socketed gems where it would reduce the cost of the card and then would draw me another card. So I would play and I put it in a gain mana card. And if you play would play another card before it. So it would normally give 6 mana, but if I played a certain card before it, it would give me 9 mana for the cost of 2 mana. So win-win. Plus, I'm getting another card in my hand, so I have more options. And you have to sit there. Like sometimes it will take you a little bit of thinking, okay, what do I play here? What do I play here? What do I play? And all the characters are unique, all the different unlocks. You're getting stronger and stronger, and then spending the gold and getting the things of, recovery after every encounter, extra armor, and this and that. This game, you can easily, if you need a game that's going to kill and just kill time, if you ever say, oh, I have too much time on my hands, oh, play this game. You'll be like, oh, I've been playing, and realize, shit, 3.5 hours have gone by.
Are you playing it on PC or are you playing it on handheld?
Steam Deck. I have yet to actually try it on my actual desktop.
Got it.
But the nice thing is you can play the demo, and the demo gives you a couple hours. And if you do play the demo, it auto brings in your save, unlocks a bunch of achievements for you on Steam. Yeah, so you are fair warned on this.
Nice. I'm still surprised that you mentioned Pragmata is now your game of the year compared to RE9.
Yeah. What can I like?
It's good.
I just don't want to say too much without spoiling stuff. But how that gameplay goes, and I really enjoyed the story too. But like just how that gameplay of the shooting and the hacking and the other stuff you'll get as you go through, and how much the exploring goes. It is the old school Capcom effect, if you remember, like playing like some of the Mega Man X games and stuff like that, where as you gain abilities, you're going to go back to previous levels and you can find goodies.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Because there's stuff that, and then you can get an upgrade, like a low cost upgrade. I think about a third way through the game that gives you the map of it. You can press the Y button on the Switch too, and it'll scan the map and show you the collectibles, so you can. So that way you don't have to pull up a YouTube guide or anything, and you can see where the collectibles are. They're 15 meters or however far away from them.
Nice. Okay.
But Fry, what have you been playing?
What I've been playing haven't been playing much, but what I have been playing is more Mouse PI for Hire. I just re-picked it up now, and I think I'm more past a halfway point based on everything I've been doing, and I'm at the part where the map does like open up more and you have more side objectives to do, and the main plot is really actually starting to take form and show itself. And I just got the new weapon, which is basically this game's equivalent to what feels like a rocket launcher with the cannon, and it's like, okay,
that's a fun weapon.
Yeah, and I liked the boss fight that you had with it, where you have to fight the corrupt it was like a corrupt police officer, and you have to fight him by shooting the cannon into parts of the windows of a building, and that would hurt him while you're also like dealing with the enemies that are around him. It's like, that was a lot of fun. So yeah, that game's still great. I'm looking forward to playing more. And I finally started Pragmata this past Monday as of this recording. And I'm only 3.5 hours in, and yeah, I agree with Burley already. It's my game of the year. It's better than RE. It is better than RE9.
Wow,
just in the fact of like what it's going for and how it feels to play. Just they do such a good balance of it, especially with the level design and exploration. I'm just like, this just feels to me like as what I call a video game, where it knows it's a video game. It shows you that it's a video game, and you're just having fun with it. But it feels good also in what it's going for with the shooting and the balance of the hacking and all the other upgrades and kind of builds you can kind of go into every encounter. And I'm loving the story. I'm loving the dynamic with the main character, Hugh, and Diana. And I'm just like, yeah, I can't wait to play more. I just haven't had the chance to, but I'm looking forward to it. And like I said last podcast, I have started Assassin's Creed Shadows on the Switch too.
Yay!
Yes, Burley is very happy. And I'm only 2 hours in. And outside of some really tonal whiplash that game has, somehow, I didn't think it would happen. I don't hate the game so far. I would the main part of the game hasn't shown itself, I feel, though, because I'm still pretty early with setting up the core story and the character motivations. But honestly, also looking at it from like its UI design and other stuff, it's like, wow, the AC4 remake definitely is taking from that a little bit. Like if you look at the UI, they look the same. I'm like, okay, but I like.
Sorry, I have a question about it. Is it really stealthy or is it more action, kind of like a Ghost of Tsushima?
It's kind of like Ghost of Tsushima a bit.
Got it.
It's just not so far, not with stupid RPG stuff that the newer games are. But
Got
I'm
it.
sure it's about to show itself. But I don't hate it so far. But
Okay.
jury's still out on that as a whole. But if anything, I liked it more than Valhalla, and I liked it more than I liked it more than Mirage, because I just found Mirage boring personally, even though it was trying to be old school Assassin's Creed, but it wasn't enough for me. And I also like it so far more than Origins, and not so much as Odyssey. But my main issue with Odyssey is at one moment I just stopped playing it because the second half of the game just makes me feel like I'm wasting my time.
Got it.
So it hasn't done that yet, so jury's out on that, but we'll see how this goes.
Give it another few hours, you'll have that feeling.
Yeah, 20 hours in, I'm like, motherfucker, why is this game not over?
So do we all want to take a bet when he's going to have the Kirok effect?
Oh,
yeah,
you never know, right? I was going to
sorry.
ask you, how does it play on the on the Switch 2?
Not bad. Like you can tell things are low to medium graphics level in certain parts, and it is locked to 30 FPS, but it's like, it still looks pretty good, I'd say. Like I actually, other than the low res graphics and the frame rate, it runs pretty well so far. So I actually I'm actually shocked by it. So that Switch 2's got power, but it's it's better than I thought it would be. But I wouldn't lie, playing it on PC or console is probably the best option if you care about that kind of stuff.
Right.
But
It looks better than if you run it on the Steam Deck.
Yeah, and maybe it'll look slightly better than the Series X or Series S, sorry, because it has DLSS built into it. So that probably is helping it. Because apparently Pragmata does look better with DLS, since it has DLSS on Switch 2, than Series S, because Series S uses FSR, and FSR does not look good.
Right.
But yeah, that's everything I've been playing so far.
Nice.
Alrighty, Merple, what have you been playing?
I still have been sticking to Mafia 2 and Final Fantasy 16. I think I'm close to the end of it, because I really don't know where the midpoint is. Like, I looked it up online where people would say like the midpoint.
For which game?
Final Fantasy 16.
You're close
Yeah.
to the ending. Last I checked.
Yeah, you'll know when 100% you're about to get to the final boss, and it basically tells you go do side quests.
Yeah, I definitely do like Final Fantasy 16 so much. Such a good story, and also Mafia 2 is also a really good story. I like the dynamic between the characters, especially my last stream that I just had last night of this recording. Oh my god, I wanted to cry at certain points because there's certain characters that got killed off, and I'm like, no, I liked you. And yeah, I could definitely see why fans would say Mafia 2 is like the best story-wise and characters. I haven't played all of them. I still need to play 3 and Old Country.
Right.
So I don't know that story. Nor do I want to know the story yet until I get to it. But
you'll find out. You'll find out. You'll find out the shift.
Let me save you some time and tell you how it ends. The Titanic sinks.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh.
How dare you, Kirok? I'm joking. But yeah, those are still 2 games that I've played the most on. Mafia 2, I'll probably be in, I don't know, another 2 or 3 streams, because it definitely seems to me a little bit longer than what Mafia 1 was.
Yeah, but
personally feeling, but I could be wrong. But I might end up beating it within 4 streams. I'm like, oh, never mind then.
you might be fine. You might be beat. You might beat it next time you play it.
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely like the dynamic between like all the characters within Mafia 2 of like how they kind of like bounce off from each other. Like they have the right amount, I feel like, of comedy, but it's not too much comedy to the point you're like, okay, enough's enough, time to get serious, like stop being kind of cringy. But it just balance out the seriousness and everything like that with, like I said, comedy. I laughed at it. I like it. I'm going to play more of it eventually.
Nice.
I mean, I'm going to be playing more of it tonight of this recording.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked Mafia 2 best so far.
I'm very much interested to see how Mafia 2 will tie into Mafia 1, like story-wise, because I think they said Mafia 2 is like a direct sequel to the first one, but not
You'll
so
find
much.
out.
Not so much
you'll-
story,
yeah,
but I'm
you'll
not quite
see.
sure.
Yeah. You'll
You'll
find
see.
out.
You'll find out.
And I'm so excited for them. Like, I want to see how they all connect. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah, you'll see.
I must say that the Mafia series is a really good storytelling. Like, I really enjoyed one of like how the characters in that one bounced off from each other and like the dynamics, and then I go to this one, and it feels like almost like night and day in a sense of where this one does that mechanic better of the characters bouncing off of each other than one did, but that could be just effect of that was the very first game and they just improved it over the years and from like different installments. But yeah, I'm very excited to play more.
Nice, good.
It's really hard to put down. Mafia is really hard to put down.
Yeah.
Like I play for about 4 hours. Like, okay, I need to stop and actually go to sleep. But
Yeah.
one more mission, one more chapter. That chapter turns out to be like 2 hours long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've all had that with games. Alrighty. Kira,
yeah.
what have you been playing?
So I haven't had a chance to play any more of the Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, but I've been playing Crimson Desert pretty much. Even then with Crimson Desert, I haven't been playing too much. But the last time I streamed, I concentrated on recruiting another cat. And I'm happy to say that I have a short-haired white cat, which is a bit of a chubby, little pudgy little cat that I named Fubu at Fubu's request. And now that little guy's, I got him armor, so he's got a helmet, he's got the armor actual chest piece and everything, and he's following me around collecting stuff as I kill bad guys. The cat goes around and collects all the loot for me, which is the best feature in that game.
Oh,
So
that's
good.
awesome.
Nice.
So right now I have two cats recruited, only 2 pets so far, but both are cats. And one of them is named Ashley based off someone's recommendation to name them Ashley. Oh yes, they added in the feature that you can rename your pets now, which is great. The other one is Fubu, and I have two more requests. One is yours, Murple. You want a black cat called Levi, and
fat
then
one.
a fat one. Okay, I got to go to the town of Pororin because there's nothing but cats, and that's where you buy all the cat equipment too. So they have so many cats in that town that I don't even know how to keep track of which ones I'm going to be trying to gain trust to 100%, which then allows you to recruit them or put them into your group. But I got to find a black one. You want a fat one. There was another place where I saw really big cats and they were called, I can't remember what they were called, Pudgy or Fudge or something, Fluffy or something like that. Anyways, someone else has also requested that I get a red cat and call it Peanut. So I think that was Lady M on my stream. So I'm going to be doing that. So it's funny. I'm not progressing much in the story, just a little bit, but I'm spending time looking for cats. It's hilarious. That's about it game wise. Like, and as I told you guys right before a show, I'm playing around with ways of squeezing out as much power as I can from the video cards I have. Slightly older card. Still a decent card, but I might have something a little up my sleeve. Hopefully, I'm going to give it a shot and see how that works with AMD. Yeah, so see how that goes.
Right on. Yeah, hearing you talk about the game does make me want to pick it up, but the problem is I don't want to buy the game, play 2 hours of it, and have to
Yeah.
Kirok affect it because I have
Yeah, it's
9
a
million
game
other.
where it's hours and hours. Like I'm at just over 75 hours, and I'm on chapter 4.
No,
I don't
I
even
mean-
know how many chapters there are. I'm on chapter 4, and I'm still technically in the starting area. I'm slowly, as I'm going through it, the quests are starting to go further out.
Mhm.
So there is a lot of gameplay there. I don't think that anyone is going to be able to finish all the content. I mean, look at Skyrim. People are still figuring stuff out to this day, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Oh.
I still need to go back and play it myself. It's not
Yeah.
fully Kirok affected right now. But there are just other games that have just taken my priority.
It's starting to creep in.
It's slowly creeping in, but it hasn't fully taken its form yet.
got it.
It's not till final form.
It's not its final form.
Well, we've got a bunch of stories. I figure let's get into the first story here. Steam finally announced the Steam controller release date for May the 4th. And we got the nice, cool little Steam controller animation here.
Hey, it's coming
And
out a day before
they're
my birthday.
finally, they're like, you know what? Because the RAM apocalypse is going on and all that, and we want to release our Steam machine, let's just release the controller people have been asking for, because we can get that out. So it is May 4th. So players can get it in US, Canada, UK, EU, Australia, alongside Japan, South Korea, Hong Kong, and Taiwan through the official distributor. But I'm also just going to bring up Steam's page here because the price is $99 US.
Yep.
Ooh.
That's for US. For Canada, it's a little different of a number here. That I'm just going to pull up the page here because I know once.
I kind of
Merples
like
sees this-
their sense of humor where they're doing it on May the 4th.
Yeah, that is cool. And the price is
Oh.
$149 Canadian, and this is before tax and shipping.
Right.
So, which is I know we've killed Merple here.
Oh, no,
That's-
that's so
I thought the second story was going to do that, but
that's
So,
so
yeah.
expensive.
yeah, this thing ain't cheap. But remember, there's also tariffs and stuff. It's
Yeah.
not necessarily fully Valve's fault on that.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of world conditions and stuff, and price of gas. Yeah, so 10 a.m. Pacific time. So which would be, I think,
Like 1 o'clock our
one-
time, I think.
1 o'clock for me and Kira.
Yeah, for me and you. Yeah.
Yeah, the controller looks good, looks interesting, and a lot of reviewers that have gotten it early have been posting videos, and it is reviewing well. But there are a few things that, and Kirok and I were talking about this in DMs. This thing only works on Steam. You can't use this controller inside of Windows. If you try to use it on Epic, GOG,
Yeah.
it ain't gonna work. But I'm hearing it works overall well. For me, I have had interest in this controller, but seeing the price, I'm getting kind of sticker shock, and then hearing all the other stuff, and it's like, yeah, maybe I'll wait for this and maybe wait for Valve to, because at first this thing's going to sell a fair amount of units at first.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But then I think then people are going to go, oh, well, doesn't have this, doesn't have that, and we're waiting on it. And Valve has released the controller configurator for it in Steam, so that way you can use it and configure it the way you want for different things, for different Steam games inside Steam, which is cool. I like that it does pair easily with the deck, but it's just like sticker shock right now is just of how much this controller is. And it's like, yeah, I use the Steam Deck a lot and use Steam a lot on my desktop, but for the price of this, I could buy 2 8-bit DO Ultimates and still have enough money to go get myself a Starbucks coffee and a cake pop.
Mhm.
And yeah, What do you all think?
Yeah, for me, it's definitely a controller I'm interested in. Once I learned about the fact that it'll only work in Steam and not in like any of the other storefronts that you mentioned, because I have games in GOG, I have games in the Xbox storefront, I have games on Epic, and none of those will work, which means I'd have to keep my Xbox controller, which works in all of those, right? So it's like... It's good. It's on the pricey side, absolutely. For Canadian, $150 plus. You still have to pay, as you were saying, shipping. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the controller is going to be super popular to the point where when it opens up, sales open up at 10 a.m. Pacific on Monday. Probably people will have hard time securing an actual purchase for it. That's what I think is going to happen. Even though the price is on the pricey side, the price is on the high side. And it's got a lot of features that I think are great. I mean, I have the old original one from 10 years ago. And it's decent, but it was very hard to use to the point where I wouldn't play with it and I'd use a normal controller. So personally, I'm interested. The fact that it only works with Steam right now is kind of a deal breaker. I think I'm kind of lined with what you were saying, Burley. I'll just hold off. I'll get it, but eventually I'm sure they're going to add functionality to it so it works outside of the Steam ecosystem. And when that happens, that'll be the right time. And who knows, by then maybe the price will go down. Do they traditionally drop prices on their hardware?
They will put their hardware on sale because they have put the Steam Deck on sale and the dock, but the dock has, like, if you have the official Steam Deck dock, it originally retailed for 99 Canadian. You could get it. Yeah. It's now up to 112 because of the world and everything. They've marked up their hardware.
Yeah.
So,
well, we'll see. Sorry, go ahead. One of the things I do like about it is the dongle setup that they have, the little puck. It allows you to charge, which is kind of like what my Xbox Elite controller has. There's a little puck. I lean it on it and it starts charging. But my Xbox controller doesn't pair to the computer through that puck, whereas theirs does, and it's using 2.4 gigahertz span, so it's not Bluetooth, which means latency on it's going to be super good, like super fantastic. I think that's a really cool feature. Anyways, little blurb.
Yeah, no, I'm in agreement with both of you. Like, this is still a controller I'm interested in, but I'm probably going to wait post-launch to see availability as well as like any updates get to like functionality as to whether or not it can work with other PC gaming apps like GOG, Epic, or even Windows Game Pass. So I'm curious. I'm still curious about it, and I like the feature set, especially the trackpads on it, which basically function like a mouse. So that adds native mouse. That's essentially another way to play certain games that only use the mouse as or keyboard and mouse as the main control device, as well as with like all the controller profiles you can use on Steam from community layouts and whatnot. So I'm still excited for it. I do think the price in general is still a bit much, but to their credit, considering this is more trying to be like one of these, like a DualSense Edge or an Xbox Elite controller, the price isn't. It's still too much, but it's not like completely outrageous because these controllers go for the $200 to $300 range US before you factor in shipping or tax,
right?
Generally speaking. So I think they priced it fairly when you look at it like that. But like what Burley said, there's so many other options with like you also mentioned, I also have an 8BitDo Ult 2 Ultimate. This was like $60 when I bought it. And it has some of the features that the Steam Deck or Steam controller, and the other two controllers I mentioned have. So you're not starved for options. Just this is a good option if you're in the market for it. But again, the jury's out on how things are going to be post-launch, as well as like support down the road. It's for it. So, but everything I'm reading about it sounds good. Especially the other thing is it has a long 35+ hour battery life, which according to reviews, it's like because the charging puck can literally just go on the controller half the time, and it's your receiver. It's like that thing basically never dies. So
Yeah.
that alone's better, especially compared to this that has barely 5 hours. Thanks, Sony. Bastards. But otherwise, yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on this. Like it had all the features it has definitely is enough for me to consider buying it. I'm just gonna play it safe for now, though.
Yeah.
I would probably eventually buy it if it ever goes on sale. But yeah, I would definitely wait to see like if they'll do any updates. I mean, it would be great if you're only a Steam player, but like if you play like variety of like games from different storefronts, then
I mean, now that I think about it, there's a way you can cheat. You could always add games to Steam, but I don't know if I don't know if that would limit your access to like the Steam feature set. But you would have the overlay. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
So
but yeah,
there's that option anyway.
I'll try it eventually. Give me 10 years.
But right now you're apprehensive because you are, of course, Smurple.
I'm Poe.
Judging by their history, their next version won't come out for 10 more years. So
yeah. What I'm still hopeful on the thing. Like I want to get it because having it with the Steam Deck, having it with that puck that you can charge it and have, like it does have like the adaptive triggers and stuff like that kind of feature a set, having the extra back buttons, having the trackpad. There's a good amount of value to it. It's just sadly we have no one-to-one controller that you can just compare apples to apples to.
Yeah.
Because some are missing, don't have this or don't have that.
Yeah.
So it sucks. So like I bring up 8-Bit Dough because like 8-Bit Doughs, you play the waiting game like in the Amazon summer sales or the Black Friday, Boxing Day. You can get those things for like, I bought mine for like 60 Canadian, the Ultimate 2, and when it was like 90. Like if you're willing to, if you shop around, you can play. And like the Xbox, the Xbox Elite one, I think that's their controller, Elite Series or something.
Yeah, the Elite 1 and the Elite 2. Yeah.
If you play the waiting game from like Best Buy, Amazon, and all that, you can get that one because Microsoft will put that controller heavily on sale. Sony we took $25 off it. Pay us, sucker.
As of this recording, also on Amazon, I believe the Elite Series 2 is on sale for $50 less. So, but however, it's still by U.S. prices, it's still $50 more expensive than the Steam controller for now.
Got it.
But again, this is just I say this is just a nice option. But if you already have a controller like this, I think you're fine, unless you really want certain features to it. I'd say
like
you're overall fine.
Like the trackpad.
Yeah, and also the gyro that it does have with it, and also like it has more as like the Steam Deck back panels where there's like 4 of them that you can set it to. It's like you have the option, and like the mapping is also good because the trackpads can function like an additional D-pad. So certain games that are very like action oriented, like say Doom, the Dark Ages, you can map certain things to a certain way so that you never feel like you have to take your hands off the sticks while you're playing. So I'd say it is the best controller so far in terms of the features that it offers for the price. It's just the price is also its problem, and the other options you have are probably better to a degree. It all depends on what you want, I'd say.
Yeah. I think we will definitely, when more info comes out about the Steam controller, when it comes after it's come out and after more people have gotten their hands on it, and how the ordering process kind of went, we'll give you updates in future episodes. But yeah, on for our next story 2.
This is what I want. It's so badly.
Down, Merple, down.
Calm down.
Please, Sony, give it to me. Or Insomniac,
Marvel's-
actually.
Marvel's
both.
Wolverine PS5 developer reconfirms new info is coming soon, but we have the release date of September 15th for Wolverine. So they at first initially did that tweet. Insomniac said 5 months and Wolverine's out. And then it's coming. It's coming September 15th. I am excited. And people have been speculating because Sony has done state of plays in May before. I can't remember if it was 2024 or 2025.
Mhm.
So this game's coming in a few months, and Soros is now out. You got to start the marketing. We have seen, I know this game had its leaks and stuff. We have not seen enough of this game. I think we all can agree on that. And I want to see more about it. And for the love of God, please don't make a Wolverine controller because my wallet does not need that.
Yeah, he's still recovering from all those other controllers he bought. Don't forget if I had it, my Spider-Man 2 controller. I know.
I don't have the Spider-Man one. I missed out on the Astrobot one. I'm kicking myself on that.
I found it.
Give it to me.
There you go. You can keep it.
Yeah.
I got the James Bond controller pre-ordered.
Can I just
didn't.
borrow your PlayStation, Burley? Come back to it another couple months.
Yeah.
For the game.
Actually, wait. Let's hope I think there's a rent a PS5 thing going on in Europe right now. Maybe they'll bring it to Canada.
That is true. Yeah, Sony did do that. But Marvel's Wolverine finally getting the release date.
What was it? September
15th.
15th.
Yeah.
Okay.
This has been a game I was hyped for, like, ever since they announced, like, hey, we're doing a Wolverine game. And I had to
And
look,
it's
like,
Insomniac.
wait, it's Insomniac, too, so you know it's going to be good.
Mhm.
And I thought it was fake at first. I'm like, oh, they're doing Wolverine? Okay. And then, then people was like, no, this is actually happening. I'm like, I need this game. Because for anyone who knows me, like, in the whole Marvel universe, like, mutants are my favorite, hands down, of all superheroes. I love mutants so much.
Not to correct you mean the X-Men, right?
X-Men, yes. The X-Men,
Okay.
and X-Men,
Okay.
and just mutants in general. Like, I love the
Okay.
Brotherhood, X-Men, ones that are just associated with them, with
Okay.
the group. They
Just want to confirm.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Sorry, I may not have confirmed that. I may not confirm that correctly,
It's okay.
or said that correctly. But like,
No, you're fine.
yeah, I'm super hyped for this. I saw like the I think the only trailer that they had for it was the second trailer.
There's two. Well, there was the only
Okay.
trailer.
Teaser.
Yeah,
There was the teaser they had, I think, in 2021
okay.
for their October state of play, and then they had the one from last year and kind of, I think, this year, right? No, they didn't. They randomly announced a release date on a Tuesday after
Okay.
their last February state of play. But last year they had it as the one more thing, and I think
Okay, that's what it was.
they're one of their state of plays, and that's where they reconfirmed. Yeah, it's coming out in 2026.
Okay.
And like here's
I got the
who's
trailer
in
up
it.
and playing, so
Oh, nice.
right
Yeah,
on.
this is
Cool.
this is the second trailer that they announced
Okay.
for it.
Okay, it was the second trailer. Okay. But like, yeah, I seen it. Like, I loved how they still have made it like very much Wolverine, like where it's still like, oh, we're not gonna skimp on like, you know, the blood or the gore or anything. And
Yeah.
I've seen that it's still very much Wolverine. I'm like, I need this.
Hmm.
As long as they put Sabretooth in the game, if they put Sabretooth in the game, oh my god, hands down, you're never
yeah,
gonna see me again.
they're most like. I think at the beginning trailer, the first second, they show what is to believe to be
Yeah.
Sabretooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as this game comes out, I'm going to be MIA. You're not going to see me on the internet.
Well, up there,
There-
I think that's Sabretooth.
Yeah.
That looks at
And,
least it
and
looks
it's
like
a
it.
PS5 exclusive, right?
Yeah,
for
this
now,
is-
yeah.
For now, they have said they're not going to do PC for a bit, but who are we kidding? Give them 2 years, and
They're going to.
this will come to Steam because they know some of us are going to double dip, including myself when I say that.
Oh wait, what am I
Yeah.
saying? I could just temporarily borrow my cousin's PS5,
Hey, there you go.
and then he'll never see it again.
Hopefully, your cousin's not going to watch this video.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
I swear, if he comments, be like, "You're not taking my PS5." I'm gonna be like, "Damn."
But I'm excited for it personally, but I mean I want to know. I definitely want to see more like actual like how does the game look, like not edited but like live gameplay. But I will say I'm still cautious of it because Burley knows I was not a fan of Spider-Man 2, especially sadly seeing those leaks that Insomniac suffered in 2023, finding out how much it's like, yeah, the game was over budgeted and had some issues, and then also the leaks of Wolverine I did see. I'm still gonna play it either way, even though it got leaked. So I wasn't a fan of it of Spider-Man 2, so I'm willing to still give it a chance because I thought it was fine. It's just it didn't do anything. It didn't do anything for me that the first game did, or even Miles Morales did. So I'm hoping this one is good, you know. So we'll just have to wait and see, though. But nonetheless, I'm still looking forward to it.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm not a big Marvel fan. I don't dislike Marvel, but I don't really watch all the movies that came out or anything like that. In fact, I think I still have some X-Men comic books from years ago sitting in my closet somewhere. But I don't know. I'm not really. It doesn't move me as much as it does you, Merple. And plus, at the same time, it's because I think it's end of the year fall time frame that they're releasing Fable, and my eyes are set on that game. So yeah.
Don't let this feral gremlin come and visit you, because your X-Men comics will be disappearing from your closet.
This is why you go digital, just in case.
That's the thing. I'm most likely going to go digital on this, just because depending. Just the thing is just depending on stores and trying to get it in and stuff because of that. But this is a game I'm really looking forward to. I am a huge X-Men fan. I do love the character of Wolverine, and we are seeing, like, you see multiple different characters in the trailer. You get Mystique. I think they hint at Omega Red, classic villain,
and Sentinel right at the end. So it's like it's going to be interesting if that's a boss fight.
I would imagine so. And it's just like, okay, you're giving us tons of characters and tons of different things, and I'm sure they're going to have different costumes you can, because that was one thing they really did. Insomniac did very well with their Spider-Man games. Of here you go, here's a bunch of costumes, and then as we do in more celebrations throughout the game's life, here you go, here's a free title update, 2 free costumes in the game added.
Yeah, especially Wolverine, because he's had a lot of great costumes over the years. Now we just need his very first original one from before, from one of the Spider-Man comics. That would be amazing.
The yellow is the yellow one.
The yellow one, but it was before they had like the whole like curve kind of cowl that looked like Batman a little bit.
Got it.
I'm gonna find it.
Yeah. I don't know. A game to look forward to in the fall.
Yeah, it's going to be a big one.
Like I said, as soon as it comes out, you're not going to see me. I'm going to go MIA.
Yeah, hold on, Burley. Before we move on, here you go. Yeah. Everyone's got to see it. It's like they kind of need this before they nailed the design of Wolverine.
Okay, I'm just grabbing what you sent me.
And judging based off of what they showed off, the game does look really pretty too. And you go to Canada.
That's Insomniac.
And it's bloody.
Insomniac
and it's
games
bloody.
are like top tier.
And
I think they
it's
I think
ready.
they confirmed you're like going to some spot in Canada, I think, and then like
Well,
Japan
yeah,
and
there-
something
there-
else.
there it is.
Wolverine is Canadian.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you're going to multiple locations.
Yeah.
he's a burly man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, look at that.
Oh,
we need this. We need this costume. This is his first appearance.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh yeah, and Insomniac will put it. I'm sure it'll be in there. Whether it's probably not a starting costume, it's probably, hey, you have to get a couple hours in the game. You'll unlock
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you
Or
can
Or
definitely
do
see
some
the,
side quest.
yeah, you can see the blueprint though, where it's just like, okay, they got the coloring down, they got the kind of general design down, they just don't have the mask right. But
Yeah.
but then they improved it, obviously, and it became his iconic look. But
It looks like he has wing eyeliner.
I know, and he obviously he looks more like a bit of a feline and whatnot with that mask.
Yeah. No, I'm very curious to see what we're gonna get. And one thing I do like, this is not an open world game. This is
Nope.
you're going to locations level by level, which is so nice because I am tired of the giant open worlds. Even though the next story we're about to get into is about an open world game.
Oh,
And it's another game that I'm interested in so much.
Yes, and yes, the Blood of the DawnWalker now has a release date, and we got a story trailer. Is coming September 3rd. For those that don't know, this is made by Rebel Wolves, studio founded by former developers of The Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk from CD Projekt Red. Rebel Wolves describes The Blood of the Dawnwalker is the first chapter in a brand new role-playing saga. It's set in 14th Europe with a dark fantasy tone. And they even mentioned, they were saying, this early September release date is comfortable ahead of GTA 6 November launch. So plenty of red room to make an impression. They have a new trailer, and I will get the trailer up here in just a second. I don't want to do it through... I'll do it through here in IGN, but they have this. The problem with IGN is I have to just lower the volume massively.
This is why I say you won't see me in September.
yeah, September is a very packed month, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because
So,
we have this Wolverine, and then if you care about it, Phantom Blade Zero, which I'm curious about.
I'm curious, but after Lost Soul aside, yeah, no, I'll let people play it. This I see. I'll be honest here. I'm just going to take the stab in the dark. I know out of half the people here, I have the least amount of Witcher time. I don't know about Kira.
I've played some, but I've actually attempted to play Witcher 3 like 2 times, and I just couldn't get past like the 40-hour mark.
Well, you have, yeah. I'm the one that has the least amount of time. I got maybe like 5 hours in Witcher 3. I have to give the game another shot and try again. But
You do.
this game, I don't know. Yeah. This game looks interesting. It's like a vampire game. You're got like you can, and they have said like you can kill NPCs in the game,
Mhm.
and it has consequences and changes up the story and stuff.
Mhm.
Certain, because if you kill a certain person, they're not now going to be involved into this, so it changes things. You got like vampire powers and all kind of cool stuff. This game actually has me very, very interested. So much so, this trailer, after watching it and seeing on a thing, because Best Buy here has a promotion where if you pre-ordered it, I pre-ordered the console version because on the PS5 you get the Steelbook, you get the map, you get all these little goodies just for the base edition of the game.
Mhm.
And Best Buy also had a, hey, pre-order through us, get a $15 Best Buy gift card.
Mhm.
So it was like, well, $15 back I'm getting back, plus a bunch of goodies. I love my
want the
physical
goodies.
goodies
Not
because
bad, yeah.
I want the goodies. I want the map.
I just
no,
checked. My Witcher 3 is 20 hours. I was way off. 20
Oh.
hours.
well, you still have more time than me.
Yeah.
So this game is an open world game?
Yes,
Yeah.
and they have
Yeah.
said it like the story can take you about 40 hours,
Gotcha.
but like you can spend hundreds of hours in here and all that. But this just looks interesting to me.
Yeah. Yeah. It does.
It's like, okay, September is going to be a packed month. Whether or not I stream this game, I don't know. This might be just a off-stream game for me, but
yeah.
I will also, while you guys talk, I'm just gonna get the day one edition popped up here to show people what it does come with.
Merple, you said you're really looking forward to it. Is it 'cause
I
you
am.
like vampire type games?
I love
Or-
vampire type of games.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm a huge Witcher fan, so as soon as I heard that this was being developed by previous devs for The Witcher 3,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's cool. And then I saw the gameplay of it. I'm like, okay, this feels still very much like The Witcher 3, specifically The Witcher 3. And I was like, oh, this, and like for whatever reason, main character, I looked at him, I was like, he feels like a mixture between Regis and Detlef from The Witcher 3, but the Blood and Wine DLC specifically, because Regis is in the books, but pitch posh. And the more I've read up on it, the story elements, like if you do a quest during the day, it's completely different if you do the quest during the night.
Oh,
So it has replay value
yeah.
of, oh, you could do this quest during the day, but if you do it but then if you replay it again, if you play it during the night, then it has different outcomes. And like Burley said, you can kill NPCs that may be part of a quest and kind of has like a morality system.
Yeah.
It kind of seems like. I'm like, I want this.
I take it this is
So
coming out
badly.
for like the big systems like PC, Xbox, PS5.
Yeah, and it's
Yes.
made
Yeah.
in Unreal 5. So
Unreal
it's
5.
gonna-
And
which isn't too weird because Witcher 4 is also using Unreal 5, and potentially Cyberpunk 2 is using Unreal 5 as well.
but I'm sorry, I just gotta make mention. This Steelbook, this looks cool.
Oh,
It
yeah,
does.
look nice.
I want it so
Might buy it.
badly.
How much is this collector's edition, Burley?
This is just the base day one edition.
Oh, that's the base day. Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Let me just go to Amazon real quick. I'm sorry. What? Okay, what are you guys talking about?
Like
Our sponsor of the show, Amazon.
I really want this, but
Give
like, I
them
would-
money.
But like when I get this, I most likely will get it on Steam, and I won't get any of this.
And you
Sucks.
can. You just got double dip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, been there,
Just go
done
out
that.
and buy it. Just go out and buy it physically, and then buy it again for Steam.
buy it for collecting
the
purposes.
PC requirements were very interesting. I'm going to
Yeah.
bring them
Yeah.
up here in just
yeah.
a second.
Oh yeah. What are
And,
the PC requirements?
Yeah, they're a bit high, and I have an
Yeah.
opinion of it. But before I say that, as
Yeah.
Burley pulls it off, my only requirement for this game, given that it's going to be like The Witcher, but you're a vampire hybrid, all I ask, don't be, if this thing will show, damn, don't be this piece of shit game, please. Don't be like this piece of shit game.
I can't see. What is it?
Yeah, it's a freaking green screen thingamajig. Hold on. I'm gonna turn this off. I'm just gonna.
Still,
There you go. Don't be this piece of shit, please.
what is it?
Oh, blood.
Yeah.
Blood
Blood
Rain.
Rain.
No. Vampire the Masquerade
Yeah, okay.
Bloodlines 2. Don't
Oh.
be this piece of shit game.
Okay.
Please, for the love of God, don't be like this piece of shit game. This was dog shit. But I'm curious though. It's like there have been other games besides this piece of shit. So that I've been like, all right, this could work well. Actually, Burley, before there's actually there's actually a picture we could show here. I think this better shows what kind of requirements you have.
Yeah, I was trying to find that picture. I couldn't find it, so I just grabbed
I
this
just
quick,
sent
but
it to you. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's better if we have like a more visual thing, because I mean, this probably shows us more info a bit, but if this is the
Wow.
official picture that they shared. But now this is Unreal 5. Unreal 5, especially in a AAA sense, is very demanding. Then especially if
Yeah.
you want to push it pretty hard. But I won't lie, if this, even because this whenever Burley gets the picture, there it is. This is the official requirements they showed. I have concerns for performance now, because when you look past everything beyond the minimum specs, it's asking for a little too much.
Yeah.
Honestly,
That's insane.
yeah, especially with the recommended specs for 1080p 60 at native res, not using any frame gen, not using any upscaling. It is asking, especially the GPUs, which there's a bit of a typo here, with like it requires a 5060 and an RX 6800 XT. That VRAM is not very accurate. They should have updated that because a 5060 does not have 12 gigs of VRAM, and the 6800 XT does not have 12 gigs of VRAM. That might be in general range they're going for, but you should have probably updated that a little bit more or be a little bit better. So,
Well, it's also the CPU there. You want a Ryzen 9 7900X.
Yeah.
yeah, if
I
you're
have a
an
Ryzen 7 7800
Yeah.
X3.
I have a
I-
7700X.
Yeah.
I have a 7900X, and that's too fucking much for this game at 1080p 60 and all the
This
other.
is part of the reason why I went on the
performance.
PlayStation to get this.
Yeah. I mean, I have the means to run this. Like everything seems somewhat reasonable for the most part, but I'm just like, yeah. And this is also the main one I also want to highlight. This is the first game, AAA game that has said on the PC side that has said, if you want to run this at native 4K 60 frames, you need a 5090, that is the most expensive GPU you could think to get, and you're running it at native 4K at 60 frames in ultra settings.
Like I told you, I've been looking at GPUs trying to figure out whether or not I want to upgrade. And 5090, the most expensive one I saw in Canadian dollars is $7,777.
And that's before the tax, I'm guessing, too.
Yeah, that's before the tax. That's insane.
Yeah, and even though I bought a 5080 and I can run this thing, it's still Unreal 5. Like, we don't know how well optimized it's going to be on any of the platforms, really, because Unreal 5 still is very much a gamble, even on the games that are better well optimized. Like for every Borderlands 4, we have a Metal Gear Solid Delta, and even then, Delta had its issues at launch. But then once in a blue moon, we'll get a decent, well optimized game on Unreal 5 if we're lucky. So storage space though is still going to be a problem, even though it says 60 gigs. That's going to blow up, especially when they add more patches and updates to it,
And DLC.
and eventual DLC. Yeah, there's that too.
I still want it. Probably not for PC. I'll definitely buy it for console if I can get a PS5. Please sponsor me to get a PS5. I swear to God, I will say that every single episode.
And then the one day Merple will get the PS5, and then we'll never hear from him again.
Oh yeah, if I can get a PS5 before September, you will not see me, hear from me, or anything. I'll go MIA. I'll be dead.
I'll be dead. Like,
dead, you say?
You would be a creature of the night.
Exactly.
All of a sudden, he's grew fangs and long claws, and now he's just leaping everywhere. Now I'm like, oh no. And then he comes in, and it's like after the game comes out, it's like, I'm here to suck your blood.
I mean, I gotta say, after seeing what you guys have shown me, because I think I remember them mentioning something about this in some show a while back, but it didn't impress upon me. Now seeing this, I'm like, it's probably the kind of game I could get into just because I like open world type games. I'm not a hater of vampire stuff though, too, because I actually like the quest line for the vampire stuff in Oblivion.
well, that stuff's great.
Yeah, it's fun, right? So it's interesting. But when I look at these specs personally, I'm like, holy cow. Yeah, my computer can barely do the last one, which is minimum. What do I have? I have a Ryzen 7 7700X.
Yeah. You'd be in the weird.
I would be in the native
bracket.
1080p 60.
Yeah, that's probably where you'd
Or
be.
barely, because my
yeah, you'd be in that weird. Yeah, you'd be in that weird range essentially.
Yeah, it's so crazy. That you're right. You mentioned, just get it on PS5. Yeah, exactly. Just get it on PS5.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're Canada, you get the little Best Buy promo where you get the $15 back and a Best Buy gift card. I know what Kirok's doing in about 5 minutes from now.
I gotta write this down.
Go to Best Buy.
Best Buy, sponsors of the We Do podcast.
Yeah.
Don't forget Amazon. Yeah. What?
Yeah, Amazon. Alrighty. Yeah, let's get to our next story here. We're keeping up with some positivity here.
Oh boy.
I'm going to take a quick bio break. I'll be back. Okay, guys? Yeah. You guys
No
keep
worries.
going. Go on.
Okay, because it didn't move that. So we actually have some good news from Microsoft. They're giving Xbox employees an Xbox email address. Oh my God, they actually have some faith in the brand now.
Oh.
Yay.
But this is kind of like 20 years too late, in my opinion. Of like, why are you giving them Xbox emails now? This is Microsoft. They have had the money. Like, you launched 2001 with the original Xbox?
2002, 2003, I think.
Yeah, so you've had it out for so long. And it was 2001, November 15. So it's like you had the Xbox out for this long, and you now want to make Xbox email addresses for Microsoft for Xbox employees, but it does signify like that. Okay, they're staying in, like, because there are still people concerned. When they did the Game Pass stuff, I saw people like, well, they're not willing to put Call of Duty. That means they're going to kill Game Pass in 2 years, and they're just going to close Xbox in 5 years.
Yeah. I'd say, though, as we said, I think the last episode or two, it's like, so far, the new CEO is still doing the right by the consumers, and they're taking the brand in a better direction because they're not Microsoft Gaming anymore. They finally are establishing that, yes, we are Xbox, this is our brand, this is what we're going to do. So summer, they got their showcase in June. They got a lot of other opportunities down the road to show what they have. It's just, I hope whatever direction they go is still good. It's just, they kind of really need it, though, at this point. But jury's out on if whatever strategy they're cooking up is still going to work long term.
Yeah, what do you think, Purple?
I'm happy that they're going in the right direction, and they're not taking like 10 steps backwards.
Oh, so far.
Yeah.
They're not taking like 10 steps ahead or anything like that, but they're like, slowly trying to move forward, almost seem like they're trying to fix themselves and let the consumers have faith in them again, instead of being like, oh yeah, we're going to lay off a bunch of all these studios
and waste time and waste
time
and games that never come out, or games that are dog shit.
Yeah. Because, like I say, there was probably some games that people were interested in, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, yeah, we're going to close down studio. And then the game's just...
Perfect Dark?
Yeah, I was just about to say, didn't they kill Perfect Dark?
Yeah.
Perfect Dark, and that
looked great.
And I haven't forgiven Matt Booty for closing down Tango Gameworks after Hi-Fi Rush came out and won awards. Bastard.
Yeah.
Fire Matt Booty. Yeah. Sorry.
But, because I know Kirok had went away for a sec. When I introed the story, I also said, like, they have faith in the brand, but wait, this is 20-something years too kind of late that you're giving them Xbox email address. Like, this is Microsoft. It's not like they haven't had, email structure for years. They sell your local on-prem email servers, and the thing they're making everyone move to, 365 for the last how many years. So it's like, come on, Microsoft, really? And now they all have to change, being like, setting up forwarding rules. For the poor IT people that have to set and change all the Xbox account, Microsoft accounts to Xbox, setting up the forwarding rules. If you were emailing Asha Sharma at Microsoft.com to now Asha Sharma at Xbox.com. My heart goes out to you because I know how tedious and how annoying that's got to be sitting and doing all that shit.
I also just thought they like you just always like if you worked for them like Xbox specifically, you had an Xbox email. I just thought that would have been more. I don't know.
It's almost always it was part of Microsoft, so it's just there.
Yeah, like I said, I just thought they just always had an Xbox like email. I just thought that would be more almost like a professional setting of, oh, you're an Xbox team, you're getting an Xbox email instead of
a Microsoft
account, because like you're dealing with more Xbox things than just Microsoft as a whole. But,
I mean, it's a good move, I think. Like, obviously, it does show. I think you said this earlier, Burley. It does show that they're kind of putting faith back into their own brand, because it was almost as if they didn't care at one point, and no matter what they did, if it failed, they were like, whatever, and just kept on failing. Now it's like, okay, Game Pass prices dropped. Employees that actually work for Xbox through Microsoft are getting their own emails. It's almost like, oh, wait a second, someone's actually caring about this stuff all of a sudden. What bothers me is like, why didn't they do this before? Like, why did they have to wait for a change in power, a change in who was in command? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what? Why isn't it something they couldn't have done when Phil Spencer was still there? Or was it him that was saying, no, the people might have been putting it on the table and saying, hey, we should do this. Hey, we should do that. And he was like, no, like, I don't know enough.
Well, unfortunately, we don't know because we're only getting told so much and we're never going to get told the full.
We'll never know the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah. It's because there was stuff like they were doing certain things because Satya wanted certain things one way because he was like, I think it's pretty much been stated that he was like, yeah, put games on PlayStation after the 4, and they were selling like Forza Horizon 5 sold well on PlayStation. He was like, yeah, I see that money coming in. We're making more money off it on PlayStation than we are on our platform. Guess what you're doing? You're selling on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Even though it hurts the brand, we're making more money off that. I don't care. I
mean, I personally like to see, like, okay, I started off as a PlayStation person, and then easily, I think I mentioned this before, I easily went over to Xbox because I found that they had a better ecosystem, they had a better hardware, better everything, and then over the years, it just degraded over time. So it hurts when I see that it's Xbox games have such a small section in brick and mortar retail stores. It hurts a lot. So when I see this kind of stuff where you see they drop the price, they're giving them internal personal Xbox emails, I'm thinking, hey, this is good to see. I really hope that there's more of this coming, and it kind of reinvigorates or excites me back in the brand a little bit, but I'm still really cautious about it. Yeah.
Alrighty, and let's go to our next story. Resident Evil 9 directors reveals there was a Phantom Chapter 2 that was cut in the process of finalizing the game structure. Good old Leon here. And so they had a little interview with the game's director. I mentioned in interviews before that there was a Phantom Chapter 2 for Resident Evil 7 that was cut during development. It was a scene where a move from the first annex to the main building, but there was also a Phantom Chapter for RE9 Requiem. In the process of finalizing game structure, we made a lot of choices like, let's move this scene further in the story, let's cut out this part completely, or let's add it directly, different element here. Naganashi, apologize if I butchered that, doesn't explain a lot more in detail what this Phantom chapter could be entailed, but it would have likely would have slotted between Grace leaving Rhodes Hill Hospital and Leon's segment shooting his way through the derelict outskirts of Raccoon City. This means it could have been something minor like us getting to drive around and Leon's shiny new Porsche. Why didn't we get that? Come on, you could have had the deal with Porsche. Come on, Capcom. Or perhaps even a trip to Arklay Mountains. Although that's probably worth a whole game in and of itself. They're also saying we don't just suddenly cut things out at the end of development. We often make repeated revisions during the initial rough draft stage. In this process, it's quite common that for entire chapters to disappear. It's similar to editing text or editing a video. Shoot a lot of footage, arrange it, and think about it, whether the intended message comes across, how the tempo and the interest, and that we cut anything out that's unnecessary. Honestly, sometimes...
I was going to say, so I haven't played the game. You guys did. You guys loved it. Did you guys feel like there was something missing or not, or it was fine?
No, I didn't. I personally didn't. I feel like, sure, it could have been a longer game. I will say that it could have felt like it was longer because it was in the 8 to 10 hour runtime generally for most of us and for me. But
Gotcha.
I didn't feel like it was missing anything. There was some things I would have added, sure, but we also don't know what this is, so it's kind of hard to really determine if it being included would have made the game better or not. So, from the sounds of it, it would have been it's at least what this article's describing. It sounds like it would have happened literally as you in the game when you're done playing as Grace fully for one act of the game and you're fully controlling Leon. Maybe there was more to his Raccoon City adventure besides what the final game initially had. Maybe there was something along the way you could have done, or there was something else they wanted to show, maybe allegedly there was a new character or something. But there's been a lot of things I've heard that was cut because this is just kind of the norm with game development, I'd say. It's a lot of things change. Even Burley probably will know this, or he'll love to know this, but the last mainline game, RE8 Village, it was not intended to be a mainline game. It was going to be a sequel to Revelations 2. It was going to be Revelations 3, but it still would have had the main character from 7, Ethan. It was going... Yeah, no, seriously. Because...
That's interesting.
I did not know that. I would have preferred it that way.
Yeah. I still would have made you play it. But that was the plan. As they were figuring things out, and they had a bit of change in direction, given that the director of RE8 was not the same director as RE7 or RE9, and like I said, back to Revelations, the director of 7 and 9 is the director of the Revelations games, so I'm not too surprised that that's what they wanted to do. But there was a lot of cut content in RE Village where one of them was going to have Ada come back at one point, and she was going to have something to do with the plot, or at least the overall plot that they're still kind of alluding to, which is who's the new big bad version of Umbrella. And we don't know now. It might be the Connections, so there's that. But that was the initial goal with it because it was so different. Village, as Revelations 3, was so different in tone and what you can expect. So it's not too out of the norm, but also the final boss for 9, they changed it up a lot too, because the final form of the boss was going to be more like a snake or something, given what the main character, or what the villain, I should say, kind of resembled. So this isn't too out of the norm, I'd say, for most AAA game development. There's a lot of things, if you really look into it, like what gets cut, especially if your favorite game. So, there's also the DLC. You never know. This Phantom elements from this Phantom Chapter 2 could show up within the inevitable DLC, because they are alluding to, make sure you beat the game between now and I think it was this it was like May, like the end of May to like the start of June, from what I remember. So I think we might be hearing about the DLC. Yeah, we might be hearing about the DLC very soon for at least the story part of it, because I've heard rumblings that along with whatever story DLC we're getting probably a return to the mercenaries mode, which would be nice to see. That's always a good mode.
Tofu is probably going to be in it.
I would like to play a Tofu again.
Well, you know what it could have been, because Leon's got that wedding ring. Could have been him having a call with his wife, and who they would reveal the wife. Could have been.
Yeah, look out, Chris Redfield.
Yes, that. God dang it, Fry! You spoiled the.
Yeah, I spoiled it.
No.
Damn. I'm sorry, Chris. He's not with Claire now.
Leon's married to Chris.
Yeah, if you want that, sure. Yeah, go for it. No, I still love the dumb meme about Chris trying to get Leon to marry Claire. That's still funny. I'm not gonna say more than that. If you're curious, please go look it up.
But yeah, I'm very curious what it could have been. But like Fry was saying, since we don't know what this is, we don't know if it. Like, I feel like there was nothing that they left out. Sure, they could explain some stuff better. In my opinion, they could explain stuff better. But yeah, I didn't feel like anything was left out, especially because where I don't know what this is. So I was like, okay, well, where would it have slotted in, really?
Yeah, and also it's like, I think the overall story for what they're gonna go could use some more explaining, but it's also like, I don't know what it would have been.
Yeah. Right.
Maybe they could have added some more fan service, sure, given like there's already fan service of going back to Raccoon City, so why not show more of that, or show us something else? But that's what we have the DLC for, inevitably.
That was just my guess of like what this Phantom chapter could have been, was just either more fan service to like callbacks to the old games, or I don't know, more Leon stuff for the fangirls and boys.
Oh yeah, no, I'm curious, and like Fry said, it could show up elements of it in future DLCs, because I think there's supposed to be 2 DLC drops for the game at some point.
I think so, yeah.
So yeah, and they have been teasing that modes are coming to the game and stuff like that soon. So we will have to kind of just wait and see, because unfortunately we don't. The director tells you a little, but doesn't really give you anything substantial. So it's not like we can go. We can sit here and try and think and figure out, but there's only so
it's
much.
just that's why I was asking you guys, because sometimes you'll play a game and you'll go like, something just wasn't right. But you guys were telling me that it didn't feel like anything was missing. So who knows? Maybe they looked at it, decided to cut it. Maybe they are going to throw it into a DLC or something like that. It'd be kind of smart, actually, because then at least that way they don't have to redo a whole bunch of work, right?
Yeah. I just want to know now, like, I hope the DLC just helps show a clear direction of where Resident Evil 10 is going to go, because that's really all I want. Now, I just want to know where is the actual story going to go, because I feel like, sure, 7 and 8 were their own thing, but until now, they haven't really like continued the story post RE6. Okay. And we have it, but I feel like there's too many questions that are still left unanswered.
Yes. Wow.
My biggest question is, are they going to like just retire Leon, go on with Grace? But only time will tell.
Yeah. They just gotta use the other characters. That's not Leon and Chris.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of questions, I have one for Microsoft and Bethesda.
Yeah.
Because the Switch 2 releases for Skyrim and Fallout 4 the Anniversaries Edition, they are just codes in the box. So if you're buying the box here, I just have the Tamagotchi Life box with me here. You're getting just that and a piece of paper in there, which at that point why are you buying the box?
Yeah.
Just
Exactly.
go to the eShop, save your gas money, save whatever mode of transit you're in spending to go get them, or if you're paying Amazon to ship it and all that, or whatever company, save yourself the money, because you're just having a box on the shelf with nothing. Like, you couldn't have bought a key card. Like, I understand these would have been game key cards and be understanding on that.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that, but you couldn't do the bare minimum of get a 4 gig card thing, get a key card, has a little bit of it, and it installs the rest and downloads the rest. Come on, this is just
lazy. So I love Bethesda's Skyrim and Fallout. Fallout not as much. I'm more at Skyrim. In fact, I have Skyrim for the original Switch, and the whole game's on the freaking card. Sure, the graphics are much lower, and the system is a much lower powered device. But I mean, I would, like, as soon as I saw this, when I walked into EB Games, and it's still called EB Games at my mall here, I walked into it and I saw because you know how they have that section that says pre-order, right?
Yeah.
And they show game cases, and I saw these two, and I was like, oh, right. And then I look on the front, I don't see game key card on it. So I turn around and ask the person, I go, is it a code in the box? And they're like, yeah, it's a code in the box. And I was like, oh my God.
Yes.
Like,
sorry, it shows it right there, right by the M. They put it in very small text.
It's very, very tiny. Yeah, requires a download or something.
Yeah, Like you are sucker if you buy this physically.
Yeah. So it's like, even if it was a game key card, I have 2 right now, 2 game key cards in my library. The rest are all game on cartridge, but I have 2 game key cards. One of them is the Hitman game, and I got it just to see how that works. And the other one is the RE9 that I got in the Steelbook, and it's sealed. It's in my collection. And I'm like, yeah, I added it to my collection. It's Steelbook, so there's some value there. It's a game key card. Who knows if the servers ever shut down, that might become a piece of plastic. But this is even worse because there's nothing physically inside the packaging. Like, what does it cost them to print these cases and ship them out to stores and put them on the retail shelves? That's ridiculous. Right? They might as well put another little bit of plastic in there with a code that allows you to download it if they don't want to pay for the higher end cartridge to put the whole game on it. It's just crazy.
Like you're paying like almost $90 for this, and it's just plastic.
You're paying a lot more than that.
No, I just threw out 90 as like the lowest end for at least Canadian. But like, yeah, it's so stupid. It's like, here's a box with a piece of paper on it.
You're actually right, Marple. For Fallout 4, it is $90, the anniversary edition for the Switch 2.
Okay.
But
it's just plastic with a piece of paper, and it's like, here, go download this code. I'm like, you couldn't give me a cartridge with a key card on it? Like, what's the point of buying this physical? Minimum. Yeah, at the bare minimum. When, like, what's the point of buying this physical when it's not physical?
You're better off just doing a digital purchase right on their store on the eShop.
Exactly, because like I said, like, it's not a physical game. Like, the whole point of a physical game is you have the game physical. You have like, the disc or whatever.
Or it's like not like these, but this works. These game key cards over here. These are all the game key cards I own, and somehow Ubisoft looks better than Bethesda right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Somehow.
I mean, you can at least resell those. Do you know what I'm saying? You can actually resell that online if you ever get bored of the game or don't like it, sell it as used, recoup maybe 30-40% of what it's worth. And you have something you can give to someone or sell to someone. You get these games and they have a code inside. You use that code. That's it. Done. There's no way you can sell that. It's been used. It won't work in any other system.
Hey, you want a Switch 2 case for $1?
Like I would much like, even with like key card, like the little key card thingies, it's still in a sense physical because you have something in the case. This
Yeah.
one is just here's a piece of paper. Oh,
Pretty much, yeah. It's basically a key to a door.
exactly. Yeah.
Are you gonna do it, Fryman?
You gonna
Are
do
you-
what?
Lick it. you know. Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Yeah.
You know how they make it taste really, really sour, so
Yeah.
kids
Yeah,
don't swallow it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I put like a solvent on it. That's fucking disgusting. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't done that in a while.
I did it once. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I'm not doing it for this.
Yeah.
this
You know
deserves
what?
that.
It has no lick value. These two.
This game doesn't pass the lick test. I'm gonna throw it away.
Right.
So you buy this game and it's got codes, and I can't even lick the freaking code.
I guess I could just lick the paper, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
It just upsets me when I see this personally.
Well, and they said Oblivion is going to be the same thing, so it's like you're losing out on sales there. But it's like you guys did it for Indiana Jones. I don't think is a key card for the Switch 2. I think it's all on the cartridge.
okay.
It might be a key card. I'm gonna look that up because I almost bought it on Switch too.
I thought it was on the card.
It's out now, right?
On
No,
this-
it's May 12th. It comes
May
out
12th?
May 12th.
Okay.
Yeah, but-
Let me find it.
But it's like you can do it for some games, but you're not going to do it for other. Like this, just why do this?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like,
Because I have game key cards. I am a little more forgiving of game key cards than
Yeah.
some people take. It's I won't have that in my collection. It's like I don't care. I can still use the game. I can trade the game in if
Yeah,
I
you
never
can,
want to
yeah.
keep the game
Mhm.
or
Oh,
whatever.
Yeah, the Indiana Jones is on the full card at least so far.
So
Wow,
yes,
okay.
you like you can do it for that. I understand for these games if you didn't want to put them full on cart. I understand. Game key card would have been fine.
Yeah.
You would have got some good publicity, but it's like I would have considered getting Oblivion on the Switch too. But it's like why would there's no point buying it physically?
Yeah.
I'll save the gas money on just getting it digitally if I want it on the Switch too, in all honesty. But it's just like you guys had the golden opportunity here.
oh yeah, big
Yeah.
time.
Couldn't
You know, it's
Couldn't-
funny how we're sitting here and we're defending game key cards.
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's
This-
true though. A game key
what-
card at the very least is something, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't love it, and I feel like Nintendo needs to rein it in a bit because that was a big criticism, especially when it was coming out. Is like everyone's getting tired of the game key cards because they are 64 gig carts now, so there should be space, but they won't. These AAA devs do not want to do it or use them because of the price it would take, and God knows what it's going to take to port it over. So game key card is the option, and now code in a box is one of those, and I'm tired of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck.
Uh,
Well,
and I may or may not have pre-ordered Indiana Jones on Switch too. Sorry.
you know what? Let's go for a more positive story here.
Okay.
Pearl Abyss paid its employees a 5 million one bonus after Crimson Desert reached over 5 million in sales. Our journey does not end here, though, it says. And it's like, holy shit. Usually it's, hey, the game's doing well, selling great. Yeah, good job. Pack your shit and get the fuck out.
Yes.
And we cut 10% of our staff to look leaner, and that way we're not paying all these people, so the profits come really in. And it's like, hey, you treat your employees well, you give them a bonus, you do that. It's like they're wanting to work harder for you, they're willing to stick around, so less turnover. And it's saying they were getting around 3,392 for a bonus. So it's like, yeah, you know what, employees, they have like 1,323 employees, but it's like, you know, you keep them happy, you give them a nice bonus like that, I can tell you they're going to be like, yeah, hey, do you think we can add that? You got it, boss. You want that element in the game? Alrighty, just give me a little time. I'll sit here and start working on it. You want it that we can make that if you get 30 cats or more in the game, it summons a giant cat that one-shots everything.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious if they added that in.
I mean, it's not so much they added it in, probably someone figured out how to do it. That's the best part.
I'm not going to rule it out, but it's like it's nice to have some good news here. So what do you all think?
This kind of puts other developing company like developers. It's a shame. Like they do exactly what you said. The group works hard for years. The developers, the artists, everyone who's involved. They work hard for years, 5-6 years to put all their heart and soul into a video game. That video game comes out and it does well. Let's say it's a game that actually isn't broken and is working. It does well. And then like soon after you hear that the parent company, maybe Sony, disbands the whole studio. Sorry, guys, gone. Right? It's like, what the hell were you guys thinking? What are you doing? So when I hear something like this, it's incredible because when's the last time you've been at a job and your employer gives you a bonus because you did a good job of $3,000?
Yeah, give or take a little over a little over 3,000.
I worked for 20 years at the same place. They never did that. like it's insane, right? So this is great. This should shine a spotlight on other developer studios or even parent companies that practice because it's been nothing but layoffs for years. It's been going on for years for video games. I remember once I wanted to get into the video game and I applied to school and everything, and I was like, you know what, I would rather do this, and so I didn't do it. Now I'm looking back and I go, wow, I dodged a bullet, because I probably wouldn't have a stable job for a super long time. Anyways, it pisses me off when I see that kind of shit. But then when I see this, it's like, there you go. This is something that all others need to follow as an example.
This is definitely how you treat your employers that
do good work for you. You know,
like put years upon years into a project that they are passionate in, like all their as they call it.
It shows in the game. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. You guys go.
The sweat, blood, and tears into a game, and then it does well, and they're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, it done well. Get out." We want to keep it almost makes it feel like they want to keep. They don't want to pay the people that worked on the game. They want to keep all the money for themselves of a game that did well. This one, they're like, nope, the game done well. You're getting what you're paying. Like, you're getting the money as well.
Yeah, you get to share and reaping the reward.
Yeah.
Should definitely shine a spotlight on a lot of these AAA devs. But this story is also pretty similar to, I think, the Stellar Blade developers shift up. I think last year when the PC port came out, because it did reach over 3 million sales prior to the PC port coming out. They, as far as from what I've just seen, it's like, they gifted all of their 300 plus employees a Nintendo Switch 2 and Apple AirPods Pro Max and a bunch of other stuff. It's like this, and as well as another bonus. So I'm just like, they gave them shit and made them feel like you did a good job. So it's like, treat your employees well, and then there you, especially when they do good work, and there you go. You will have a good culture, and you'll have people who want to stick around and actually want to work with you down the road, especially if they are talented. So
especially show them that you appreciate what they do. Because I say a lot of stuff what goes into gaming development is not what you call easy.
It's not so much that's easy, but it isn't easy. It's also just it's basically 4 to 5 years of your life to make a game that you have no idea is gonna have a good return on investment, especially if it's a new IP.
And then you just don't know, hey, after you help be a part of this, deliver it, okay, am I now going to have to brush up my resume soon? Because even though the game's doing well,
I might get laid off.
I might get laid off. So it's nice to see that, and like there are companies that will do good things like them, the people that did Stellar Blade, and I will still give it with Nintendo for Iwata. When the Wii U wasn't doing well, he took a salary cut just because he's like, if we fire and lay people off, and just to save some money, people here aren't going to work as hard, and they're always going to be wondering and this and that. And he's like, I take a cut. We get there. Once we're back in track, I go back up, and the culture shows, and I get the respect of the people. It's like, yeah, no, this is good. Good on them, and
Good on
I hope good on Burl
Mm-hmm.
Abyss. I hope the game keeps selling, and I hope there's more and more, and they just keep putting more content. Well, put some extra. The game's got enough content. Who am I saying? But just give some updates people want, and yeah,
I'm excited to see what else the company can do.
One day I'll finish Crimson Desert though, and Burley will play it, right, Burley?
Okay, one day I'll have it.
I plan to play it at some point. It's just a matter of when will I get that I can put the time for it, because this is not a game that okay, if you rush you can beat this in 20 hours kind of thing.
Yeah, you can go through the main story.
Yeah, well, Kirok's got 70 something hours, and he's in the first kind of areas exploring and doing things. And it's like, and this isn't a game where you can just I grind. I'm now like Kirok in the game. He's not like he's like, I'm level 45. Let's do the next story mission. And they're level 10, and Kirok's just slapping the enemies just because
it's a game where you need to explore. It's a game where you need to just like play it however you want, whatever your gameplay style is. But it's a game that you need to check every little corner. Like, hey, what's over that hill? Oh, look, I found this thing that I didn't even know existed. There are times when I do a stream for Crimson Desert, and that stream is 4 or 5 hours, and I barely complete the goal I set out to do at the beginning of the stream. And it might even be a side quest, not even a mainline quest. It's crazy. There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot you can do, and that's good. And when you have a developer like these guys, where they make a game that's this impactful, in my opinion, it's great to see that the people who worked hard, because they must have worked on this for years, don't get neglected.
Time and crunch at the end.
Yeah, exactly. They don't get neglected. They get thanked. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, but we've got some other good gaming news.
Yes.
007 First Light. The final previews have been starting to come out. Some gaming journalists as well as YouTubers and stuff have been playing the opening hours and feeling more excited about what's coming. I've heard from and watched a few people's content on it, and they're saying, yeah, this game is really, really good. And you, for a lot of the missions, you're figuring out what way do you want to handle this? Do I want to try and do it this way? Do I want to try go through here? Which is, I love, because replayability, and for like in the case of all four of us here, I could play it one way, Merple can play it another way, Kirok can play it another way, Fry can play it another way. We all feel and trying out different game mechanics, and all be our playthroughs all be different, which is nice. And people are saying is a balance between IO's Hitman series and its focus on choice and consequences gameplay with the structured, spectated driven narrative similar to Naughty Dog's Uncharted.
Ooh, really?
So yeah, this is having me excited. This is a game I originally was going to do the Switch 2 version, but because that got delayed, we've got I'll be doing this on PC, and I may or may not have been talked into / forced by members of this podcast to pre-order the PS5 controller for this game.
He's one of us now.
So yeah, no, this is the big game coming out the end of May, and everything I'm hearing and seeing, I am just looking so forward to this. But have you all been checking out some of the previews and people's thoughts?
Yeah, I've checked it out on a lot of them, and yeah, no, it answered all the questions I had, minus the story because I don't want that spoiled. But everything I'm hearing sounds good. This new James Bond sounds great too because he's an original version of Bond for a change instead of like trying to be based off one of the films. So I've heard good things about how that's going, as well as like the balance in which you can go about every level, where it is like Hitman in every opportunity you can find, and also the big license to kill moments, which is where the game becomes like Uncharted. I've heard they've integrated that very well, because a lot of the concerns were it's going to feel out of place because you're going to be Hitman one moment and now you're Nathan Drake in Uncharted shooting and beating everybody up with this over the top set pieces and level designs that's got to make you think on your toes, especially moments. So everything sounds good. Like, I'm still excited for it no matter what. And I'll also be on PC, and with my fancy 5080, maybe I'll try out the path tracing it might have.
Nice.
It'll probably be a heavy game, but you know what? I'll try it out. You never know.
Are there specs for this out? Like
yeah,
the other
there's
game?
there's specs that have been out. It's, I'd say, more reasonable than the DawnWalker game,
Right.
for the most part.
I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to it. The only dread I have is the fact that it's coming out so soon, and I'm right into Crimson Desert, right? So, like, I forgoed getting Pragmata just because of that reason. I didn't want to get it, although at one point or another I probably will. But I'm really excited. I think I got excited about First Light when they showed off the first sample where you have to figure out how to get into a building from the ground floor outside up and top and climb up and get into it. And when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, this is good. This is like stealth." There's stealth elements to it. It felt a lot like a Hitman game when I saw that, and then the second video I think they released, I was like, oh, it also has more storyline like to it, more narrative to it. So this plays a lot to I love stealth. I love the Hitman strategic type thing. I'm super excited to play this game. The only thing is if I do get it, I don't know if it's a game I will play online, stream it live, or if it's just gonna be a game that I consume on my own offline. You know what I mean? And continue to play Crimson Desert online. Those are the specs. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, those are some of the specs. Yeah, there was a lot more. I think that got released a while ago. I'd say it's somewhat reasonable until you factor in ray tracing and path tracing and all that.
Right. That's not too bad. Yeah, but those are for 1080p.
Yeah. I think this was the one where it does. Yeah, I will say 32 gigs of RAM for 1080p. Okay, that's a little much there.
That is a little much.
Yeah, 1080p 60 no less. I'm like, that's a little much. But we will see. We will see. Yeah. We will be James Bond at the end of the month, guys.
Or we could just grab it on PS5.
Yeah, Murphy,
Actually,
can you grab it for us on PS5?
They're releasing it on Switch 2 as well.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
that version got delayed, sadly.
Yeah.
I had put it on my throne, and Fry and other people in my community funded that version. And it's like, I can't wait. I'll see, because I'm going in on the Switch 2 a lot of stuff, just because having the portability and seeing how game companies do with putting games on the Switch 2. And so far with Capcom, it's been working, but it's like, they delayed the PC version. It's like, or the Switch 2 version. I'm like, crap, I do not want to be hearing from Fry and other people playing the game and waiting how many other months to get it on the Switch 2 and be like, oh, I'm hearing all this James Bond stuff. I want to play it. So I broke down I had a code from Fanatical to get it cheaper, and I was like, let's use that and let's get.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yes. There you go. See, the We Do podcast does have good ideas, folks. And
And I
Now-
know how Fryman loves 007 stuff too. So this is like your wet dream.
Yeah, I've been waiting for a good James Bond game for a long time, and it's being like Hitman and Uncharted, especially because we haven't had an Uncharted in years, and
Yeah.
I don't want another Uncharted, at least from Naughty Dog. So I'm excited, no matter what.
Cool.
So I'm gonna see. Like I'll probably play it both on and off stream, just
Right.
like on private playthrough. Be like, I want to see what options are there. Like I want to see everything the game has to offer,
Gotcha.
and then maybe drag Burley in to a review. Hey Burley.
No, I'll definitely be doing that. Once I play this game, I'm gonna want to be talking about it.
Yeah,
So-
I'll wait to play it till I have my James Bond controller, and that's the
Yes.
only game I'll play it with.
And we'll have to for that video we'll have to have some special edits and have a thing
Yeah.
of an intro with one of us doing the gun.
Oh
thing
yes.
and having one person be a bartender, be
Yeah,
shaken,
yeah.
not stir.
Let's not show our hand too much yet, Burley.
Well, let's get into, after all that good news, let's get unfortunately into the topic of the show, which is quite negative.
Yeah.
Yeah. PlayStation, major confusion surrounds the 30-day DRM, which ultimately be a conscious decision.
Conscious decision.
Yeah, thank you. Last weekend, users noticed on the DRM on their PlayStation games where it says if you remains disconnected from the internet for 30 days, digital games purchased after March system update will have their license expired. Initially, it was reported that the restriction was a mistake on Sony's part. Users had since calmed down, but a new twist emerged in the last few hours. A player contacted PlayStation support to get more information. A representative apparently confirmed that this measure has officially gone into effect. It's now necessary to reconnect the console to the internet at least once every 30 days to remain access to games purchased since March 2026. After this period, simply reconnecting will apparently renew the license. The whole situation is confusing to say the least, since Sony has not made a clear announcement on this matter. Furthermore, the PlayStation customer support bot sometimes contradicts this by stating that the change is not official. So Sony, and there's just been some tweets, and then apparently there has been information that Sony has done this because they're on the PS4 side. There is an exploit of people were able to get refunds.
Oh.
Because if you don't know, Sony is probably the worst out of the big four to get a refund of a game. Like if you if you bought the game but you haven't downloaded it and it's within the first couple hours, no big deal. They're willing to work with you. You downloaded the game. Oh, they are like,
no,
you
it's yours. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's they're like this. Once you've downloaded it, they start counting the dollar bills and just going to be like, yeah, you ain't getting nothing. So this has been a whole thing, and yeah, I don't care whatever reasoning Sony has done this. Not good.
This is only PS4?
No,
Nope,
it's PS5 as well.
Well, they were using the excuse of that PS4 you could do the PS4s, you could do the exploit of returning their games and getting refunds. And it's like
just they didn't tell anybody about any of this, which makes it really bad.
Yeah.
Which makes it, if you're not going to tell people this is the reason, no offense, I don't believe what you're going to say to me.
Yeah.
Like, why, Sony? Why? Xbox is doing good things. Why do you have to be like Sideshow Bob and step on a rake right now?
This reminds me so much of when they first announced, I think it was 2013, when they first announced the Xbox One.
Oh yeah.
models and the PS4, and they did that whole commercial, that little gig where here's how you lend games, where Xbox wanted an online connection at all times.
And
then
you
people
couldn't play
complained
used games, and they took the two PlayStation guys, and I think it was Killzone.
Yes.
The PS4 Killzone game.
Yeah. So
it's like, Shadowfall.
Here you go, just taking one to another, and Sony just did that, and then Sony had also announced,
all of a
hey,
sudden
the
now
PS4
Sony-
$100 cheaper.
like all of a sudden now they require an online connection technically. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, what you made fun of it 10, 13, 20, 13, 20, whatever.
13 years ago.
13 years ago, and now it's like, now you're doing this? Why? Like, I have a couple of PlayStations, and I play one more than I play the other. So the other one, if I have a digital game on it, if I don't have internet access and I don't play that PlayStation for greater than 30 days, I won't be able to just fire it up and play it. I'd have to have an internet connection for it to validate the license and then allow me to play.
Yeah. And I think since, as of recently, like a few days ago, Sony did officially respond outside of this PlayStation support. They now did do a thing where, they introduce a 30-day license check, but you only have to do it once, and it's a permanent license going forward.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
I believe so. Just trying to see. Yeah, I sent you this story because that's like the big response that they gave out. So now it's just now it's somewhat fixed, but not really. So it's just like, essentially it's like, it's just becoming like, this is everything wrong with digital purchases and just digital ownership. It's like, you really don't own anything, and they can just very easily take it away from you. So it's like, and it's like, since it literally was discovered, and it was also, they did this to fix an exploit that they ultimately screwed over the consumer for about a good week or so, and everyone was worried about, does this mean like every new game I buy digitally now, I'm not going to have it forever as long as I have the account? So this was just poor on Sony's part. They should have just been upfront instead of trying to quietly try to deal with this. They should have told everybody what they were doing, because this is not good for those that have spent money into your ecosystem and everything. It makes me want to go back to just physical games on PlayStation going forward, but at the same time, even physical ain't perfect, because they're like, some of them are like game key cards, sadly.
Yep.
Well,
A lot of them
the Call of Duty ones are perfect examples. I think it was Modern Warfare 2.
It was Modern Warfare 3.
I thought it was Modern Warfare 2 of the... It might have also been Modern Warfare 3, where it was only 70 megabytes on the actual Blu-ray.
That was Modern Warfare 3.
Okay. And
you're welcome.
So it was like, really? You bought the Blu-ray, but you just put a 70 meg install file on it? That's all it is? What's the point of having the disc if you're going to do that? Yeah. So it's like, and this actually points out here in the article on GameSpot, Game DRM has been conscientious issue for years, particularly with the launch of the Xbox One in 2013.
Yep.
Where Xbox just... That reveal and all that stuff they did with Xbox One, that was just, if you want to learn how to shoot yourself in the foot the best way and really kill a brand,
that's a master class lesson.
Oh, that's a master class of you just everything you say is just digging the hole worse and worse. And
they're hurting from that even to now. And, and now they're finally maybe making some headway.
Well, on that, like my dad had an Xbox One pre-ordered at because this was still back when Future Shop was a thing here in Canada.
Oh yes, I remember.
And I remember we did the pre-order, and like my dad ended up canceling the pre-order, returning stuff, and then because he's like, I don't want this and have to have the Kinect thing plug in, even though they reversed it for the day one update of that console, you could not have to have that plug in, but. Yeah, this is just like PlayStation. if you're gonna make changes, if there is a problem with people exploiting refunds on your system, I understand you want to fix it and change things. That is understandable to me. I understand that but you're also the stingiest with refunds. You're also not communicating to people. You communicate to your user base, and people don't feel like they're getting lied to and they at least know what's going on. They will work with you and be more understanding. When you do shady shit like this, get caught and being like, my bad, and not really acknowledging it, makes you look a lot worse.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah. Like, it's nice that they gave confirmation of it, but it's still shitty that they done it in a silent way of like, oh, we're going to implement this, but not tell the players. Like that, like it made people go into a panic because it made them think like, oh, well, it like in the case for some users, not all users, obviously, there might be some people that might not even have internet or whatever. They might go to their friends or whatever with their console, download a game digitally, and then bring back their console back home and play. That might be their only source of having games. And if you implement, it's like, oh, you must connect to an internet like every 30 days just for you to keep the game, then that's kind of shitty. Because then, like, what is this person supposed to do then? Or like this player?
And also this 14-day like license, or now 30-day.
Yeah.
This is hidden on PS5. You can only see this on PS4.
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay.
So again, that's also a shitty thing to do, to hide it. Like, be upfront with the people that's buying your stuff, because eventually either people's going to go full on physical, so your store might end up being dead then, or just say, all right, sorry PlayStation, screw you, and go off with another person. Like Xbox, go PC route.
Yeah,
This
this is bad, because if let's say you are in a situation just like you were saying, Merple, that you live somewhere where you have no internet, you wouldn't buy the game, like the console, like you wouldn't, because you need potentially internet connection to download a game, even though it comes on a disc. And secondly, then to keep up every 30 days, making sure that you have rights to play the game you actually physically own. It's not cool,
because it makes you feel like you don't own anything.
Yeah,
like what's the point of spending, like dishing out like $900, and for some cases, or even $100 for a game, just for them to be like, oh, you didn't sign into internet, too bad, you don't own the game no more. It's like, I dished out money for this, I should own it.
Yeah.
Well, remember when we had the big PlayStation outage last year for the Monster Hunter beta? Because with that, if your console didn't have connected, if you had one of the later PS5 models where you could attach the disc drive, and it hadn't checked in a while, and people were trying to play games off discs, they're having issues with that because of the DRM with that, because the disc, how it knows the disc reader to work is it checks online first of a license that like it's a bunch of, it's just like, Sony, if you're gonna do all this online and really do all this shit, but you're not gonna communicate, you're not gonna work with the consumers, you may be on top right now, but things can change.
Oh yeah.
Remember the PS3 generation, because early on Sony was taking a bath on that.
Oh yeah.
They were just
right now. I'll tell you this: if I was Asha Sharma, I'd be like, we need to do something right now to stick it to them, because they did that to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is the right time for them to make a move, and then I'll bet the internet would praise Xbox. It would be a big move in their favor.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, she could easily get a good win right now, doing a simple tweet and being like, "Oh, if you buy one of our games, you don't have to check in every 30 days.
Yeah,
You can just buy it and play it."
Yeah, true, but That would be funny, but at the same time, some of these you still need internet to use the majority of these consoles anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
it's not really celebrating, but it would be funny if they responded right now.
Yeah.
oh, I would love it and warrant it because I want Xbox to ramp up and I want PlayStation to not be stepping on these rakes. And I want them to, be like, okay, we got competition coming. We actually need to. We can't just be sitting and spinning around in our chairs all day and just being like, we can do this, no problems.
But like, yeah, I definitely agree with Burley. Yes, I can understand they were trying to fix an issue, but like this is a shitty. I'm just gonna throw it. It's a shitty fix of them, especially not telling the consumers that they're gonna. This is how we're fixing the issue. Like,
yeah.
And hiding it on the PS5, and you have to pull out a PS4 to see this.
Yeah, again.
How many people are you on the PS4 side? Are you hitting the options button and going into the settings of the game there to see the screenshot to see download size, version, and all that, and then that kind of thing? Like, I'll be honest, I'm not going into that stuff even on my PS5 much.
Yeah.
Let alone if I'm booting out and pulling out the PS4, I'm not doing that. I'm going. So it's like just the bad nature of this. You know what? To help with this, Sony, if you want a good little win right now, fire Herman Holst.
Like even people with internet, like if they're busy or whatever, like you might have some kids. Teenager might be busy with school, they can't play games as much because they might play it during the summer, or you have adults that are busy with work, they might not be able to like, sign in, just keep my game because I want to play it when I have like on my holiday or the weekend I have off or whatever. Like, it sucks all around for all gaming consumers of all ages. I feel like.
Yep.
With or without internet, I'm like, Sony, like I definitely feel like PlayStation is going to get more of a bigger backlash with this, even though they made their statement. I still feel like you're going to get huge backlash.
Yeah,
they were
still here. The issue is still here, and there was already backlash because I wouldn't say anything about it, and it was borderline. This is borderline anti-consumer.
Yeah, I do feel like the whole reason why they made that statement is because of the backlash. And they're still getting it regardless of the fact that they made their statement. Yeah. Like, just because you said something about it is not going to, like, all of a sudden, that makes sense of why you done it. No, you're, like, fans are still going to be pissed.
Yeah.
Fans, consumers, however you want to call them.
Gamers.
Yeah, gamers. Yeah.
At the end of the day, just fire Herman Hulse and everything will be fine.
Fire Herman Holst and get what's his face back.
Yeah.
I'll
take Sean Layden if he wants to come back.
Like I dare say, even
the one guy they fired that was it Yoshida?
Yeah, Yoshida. Yeah, Yoshida.
Yeah, bring that man back because he was willing to do creative stuff and more things than, hey, let's get a multiplayer game or a live service game because. As soon as I hear the words live service, my eyes just roll and be like, it's like open world to me. When I hear those two things is like, okay, you're kind of, these are kind of played out to death.
Yeah. Like, as much as I want to play Wolverine and Crimson Desert, not that. I didn't mean that one. Blood of the DawnWalker, like, hearing this news, I'm like, do I really want to get a PlayStation now? Because, like, if I buy them digitally, which, let's be honest, I'm probably going to buy them physical because I like my physical games. Like, I would not want to buy them digitally because it makes me feel like, Sony could be like, oh, no, you don't own these games, even though you dished out, like, maybe hundreds of dollars on them. Too bad. Like, then what's the point of me getting your console?
I wonder if this kind of behavior puts more value towards something like a service like Game Pass, where you're basically signing up knowing you don't own the game, right? I mean, there's nothing hidden there, but you still get access to the game. So you're not you're not worried that, oh, one day it's gone. You're just saying, well, I'm renting it and I'll play it when I want it, and that's it. If you're okay with not having a collection like that right behind
Yeah.
me. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if this kind of gives that type of service a little bit more value.
Yeah, I'd say value, but for like a different reason, of course, because it is essentially a rental service, especially if there's like a new game that's on it that you're not sure if you want to spend the full price for it. I would definitely make, as we were saying earlier, definitely make Xbox as a brand look better right now, because why would I go to Sony if literally they're going to find ways to lock me out of the games I bought?
Right.
So I guess time will tell, though, because we have no idea where this whole thing could inevitably go. It's nice they said something and they clarified it, and maybe they'll fix this issue, but only time will always tell.
And who knows? Maybe that all this backlash will make them think twice about, oh, all right, let's not make it let's take away if you don't log in for 30 days, you don't own this game. Let's fix it differently.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to refund a game, I think Steam has something where you can, if you play it for like past a certain hour, you can no longer return it.
Yeah,
Under 2 hours.
2
Yeah,
hours.
under.
Yeah, it's under 2 hours and within 2 weeks of purchase.
Yeah,
that's their refund policy.
Yeah, it's like Sony could do something similar to that. Of if you play it within like under 2 hours, yes, you could refund it. But if you play it more than, and also like within like, you could even go as long as like only a week of purchase, or still like 2 weeks or whatever. They could do something similar to that to kind of fix that issue of people buying a game and instantly refunding it. Like,
They have options they could do.
Yeah.
This is, I think, in all honesty, they might have used it for some, protection.
Yeah.
To get some refund thing, but I think it is let's just try and see and sneak it through.
Yeah.
See if it gets through. If it does, great. If not, okay, we tried.
Yeah. But like, just fix your returning policy better than this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah, that's one of the things they should do.
Yeah. Because trying to refund on PlayStation, oh my god, it's a headache.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to do it, and then eventually I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm not going to return this game. I'll just sell it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Well, I could sell it because I couldn't sell it because it was a digital game. But like,
Yeah,
I was like,
Well,
fine,
that's
I'll
the
just
only-
keep this. I'll keep this digital game, and then one of my friends came over. They're like, "Oh, you have this game? Can I play it?" Yeah, sure, go ahead. Because I don't like this game, so at least my friend could play it. But just fix your return policy. You could take, again, like I said, do something like Steam does. I don't know how Xbox do their return policy because
it's within 30 days, regardless of playtime.
okay.
Oh, that's not bad. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty sweet.
Xbox, that's one thing they.
Yeah, same with GOG as well. That's their refund policy.
Yeah, it's just so bad. But yeah, hopefully it's fixed.
Yeah, well, hopefully soon we'll have an update of that things get better, and Sony realizes, and maybe you never rule it out. Xbox might take a shot at them for this, because why wouldn't you at this point? You want to try and help yourself and make your brand better. Why not? But I think that's enough rambling on the DRM, Sony DRM topic of the show. Well, we did have some good stories this week with some good feel-good moments, some stuff that stories of some positive, the Bethesda stuff where you're just face palming.
Yeah.
And we got some stuff for some upcoming games that are exciting us. So
that your feral gremlin went very feral with.
Yeah, we didn't notice that at all.
Say what?
Say what? But yeah, we do have some new content coming. We've got a couple of reviews. I am planning to get the over the next couple of days, record, get the Fatal Frame 2 remake review done, as well as getting, eventually, we'll do a little video on Kiln, because
Nice.
yeah, I kind of want to put a
Yeah.
video out on that game because
It's fun.
I it is fun, but this is a game where I worry how long you're going to be able to play the game just because of how many players and stuff. When we make the video, you will understand, as well as we have the weekly We Do watch list, and soon enough you will have the PS Plus Essentials video.
Oh, that's
done.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got content coming. It's just a matter of getting the time, because we've got to sit whatever people are working on what videos, and then we've got them getting edited and stuff and all that. So it takes time, and we all have lives, and we're not.
Yeah.
Sorry,
This next week is going to be a busy one for me, so things might go a little off the rails, but that's fine.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. We get videos done when we can. Yes, we like to keep to a schedule, but we're also gonna be realistic and shit. They get done when they get done. So yeah. But I think that's enough, and we all thank you so much for listening to episode 7. We'd love to hear from you all in the comment section on whatever stories, whatever thoughts and opinions you have on any of the stories. Do you agree with us? Do you disagree? Should we get the muzzle for Merple so that we didn't go off?
Oh my God, the muzzle back.
I didn't think I'd forget about that.
Don't forget, should we strong arm Burley into also getting the Steam controller?
No.
I vote yes.
It's okay. I'll buy it with you, Burley. We could both talk about it.
All right, let's go to Amazon. Muzzle for Merple.
There we go. That too.
It has to be purple.
Well, black, gray, white. Ooh, there's a purple one. 3 in
Oh,
stock.
There's one weakness.
But yeah, we hope you all have enjoyed. If you're new here, please hit that thumbs up. It really does help for the videos, for more people to see them in the algorithm. And if you're new and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Helps you get notified of other videos. Plus, we do have, when you hit the subscribe button, you have the subscribe to all, because we do put all our channel links in here, so that way you're subbing to all our content, because we all make content, so that we're keeping in there. And hit that notification bell, because YouTube sucks with YouTube feeds. I like YouTube, but there are times I will see, especially like if I'm on my phone, I'll see, hey, there's a little dot for this channel, but I scroll up my YouTube feed and I don't see the video or the post, and I click the channel in there and be like, oh, there it is. Because YouTube didn't want to put it in the feed.
Yeah.
I have the feed, YouTube, if you're not going to do it.
It's like, thanks, YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Love you too.
And just remember the 2 things you need to really remember for the gaming industry that we need to see happen. Fire Matt Booty and fire Herman Holtz.
I approve that message.
That gets the we do approve.
We do approve. I like that. We do approve.
Okay.
This game does not get a we do approve though, and then I approve Assassin's Creed probably. So that's the one exception.
Alrighty. I think that's enough of the rambling. We will see y'all next time.
Thanks, guys.
So let's do that. Bye.
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 Bye.